Victoria. I hope you've dried out a little bit after the very, very wet week we had last week. Good news ahead is that there is not much rain on the horizon, so that will allow floodwaters to recede this week. But there is a high pressure system sitting over the southeast for multiple days, which is ramping up our frost risk for almost the entire week. So let's have a look into that. This is Monday morning. The picture looks mostly the same for every day, so we'll just look at the temperatures on Monday. This darker blue is -5 to 0 degrees Celsius, up in the alpine regions, but also in a lot of this sort of central ag region. Across almost all of Victoria, though, we're in the 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. There is no winds, it is very cold, so frost risk is definitely high, but there's also a chance of fog with that quite wet ground, although it may not be warm enough just quite for it. Down in the Gippsland region, it's slightly warmer, 5 to 10 degrees in the mornings there, so maybe not frost in Gippsland. Let's have a quick look at my chosen city for the week, which is Shepparton. Shepparton is going to be in the heart of this frost risk. You can see Monday 0 degrees, Tuesday -1, Wednesday 0, Thursday 2 degrees, Friday 1 degree. So there's frost for all those days. Quickly looking at the confidence, we'll have a look at Tuesday on the Pro version. So not all models are showing the negative values that we're seeing with our AI model. We do know that there are some issues with models getting the negative temperatures quite as low as they are, but the warmest that we're seeing is 3 degrees. So there's still that high chance of risk, even if it's not in Shepparton, but in surrounding areas for sure. Beautiful. What else do we want to show here? It's that there's no wind for pretty much the whole week. In fact, we can have a look. We'll flip over here. On this side, we've got rainfall, and on this side, we've got wind. I won't bother flipping through the wind because it is the same the whole week. 0 to 10 kilometers per hour gusts for most of the areas, a little bit stronger in the alpine regions. That is until we will flick through to Saturday, just to show you here. Saturday, we're starting to get potentially a cutoff low moving through and ramping up wind speeds there. Here we go. Potential gusts 63 to 90 kilometers an hour are on the way in on Sunday there. Okay, so light, cold at the start of the week. Next weekend we might have wind and a bit of rain on the way, but let's have a look at rain. Rain's on this side. So Monday, nothing. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, nothing. Friday, you can start to see the band ahead of that cutoff low. And here we go. This is Saturday. We're seeing light showers across Victoria, anywhere between nothing on Gippsland, but in the west, maybe 1 to 5 mils. So still quite light scattered showers, but it's Sunday that sees a stronger rainfall as the cutoff low moves across. And again, it's actually in those alpine regions. So 10 to 15 mils up in the exact same places that saw almost 300 this week. For the rest of the state, just light scattered showers. Let's actually quickly look at whether this is likely to fall as snow or not. All right, I've just moved us onto the forecast for Falls Creek. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it does look like it will fall as snow. Okay, so there's snow on the way. All right, so wrapping up, we have frost for most of the state for pretty much the whole week. No rain, no wind from Monday till Friday, but it's Saturday and Sunday that a cutoff low might deliver rain and wind. All right, we'll see you next week. Have a good one.